I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a footpod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a footpod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work. Howdy folks, we are almost set to go on the Film My Run 500 with no throw. Fingers crossed we are going to be working. I'm hoping this is going to work. Am I moving? Am I moving at the right speed? Welcome along, Brain Squished, Olaf, Clive and Jonathan. Good morning to you guys. We are off in 12 seconds for the Film My Run 500. I've got the doors closed at the moment, but I am going to open them very shortly. It's 20 degrees in shed quarters. I'm just keeping the doors closed because our neighbours are in the garden and they will want to have a slightly more relaxed morning than I would give them if the doors are wide open, but I am going to have to open them at some stage. Camera angles. Bear with. Oh no, I've stopped. This has happened again. Already. Something is going on with my setup that is not... Oh, don't crash on me. Don't crash on me. No. Unbelievable. Clive, if you're watching, you're going to have to take over. I have just crashed. Oh. Damn it. Yeah, Zwift's crashed. Right at the beginning of the run. Disconnected and crashed. This is very frustrating. Yeah, I'm going to have to close down Zwift because it's not coming back, is it? Apologies, everyone. Clive, if you can take over chat in the group or whatever, just let everybody know that I've crashed. So I'm going to have to close Zwift completely and then restart Zwift and then rejoin the runners. I am still on the treadmill and I am still doing the workout on the treadmill. But yeah, we are crashed. Okay, a little bit annoyed, can't lie. Bear with me while I just get Zwift set up again now. Crashed again. No, it hasn't. We're all right. I think we're okay. I'll refresh the Zwift screen as well in a second. Right, are we there? Okay. Started 3 minutes ago. Let's go. Are we back? Are we back? Locating Zwifters. Okay, there we are. We're back. So I'm 200 meters behind everyone else. Thank you, Clive, says welcome back. Tim Iveson, thank you for the ride on. Now, it'll be interesting to see, of course. We've got 370 metres before the next. It says 117, okay. Oh, no, of course. 300 metres for me, but I'm with everyone else, aren't I? So when you guys speed up, hopefully I'll speed up at the same time. Hopefully, I'll speed up at the same time as you guys. Let's see what happens. This will be very interesting. I won't be able to see your arches, everyone. I'll only have my arch, which will be miles out. Heather says, as your neighbours cheer, another dastardly plan to crash Zwift comes to fruition. Right, now the arch should be here. There's usually an arch here. And I'm thinking that everyone else will speed up around about the same time that I do. So what you've got to do now is ignore the workout that you see on the Zwift screen, because that is out of sync. But, interestingly, my treadmill and the Kinni workout is hopefully still in sync with everyone else in the run. And there we are. I speed up, and it looks like Mike and Clive and Jonathan have also just sped up at the same time. So we are actually in sync, which is good. Okay. We've got, is that Laura Berg? And Olaf has joined us. Hello, Olaf. Hope you're all right. Olaf has joined late, and he's not moving yet, but he will move shortly, I think, hopefully. So I hope you're understanding what's happened here, and I'm going to explain it again. In case it has passed you by. Zwift crashed on me. But the Kinni workout started at the right time and has just continued as normal. So I've continued going at the same speed with the Kinni workout going as is. I logged out of Zwift and logged back into Zwift, and then have joined all the other runners where they are in the workout. But Zwift has started me as though I am starting the workout from scratch. So Zwift thinks I'm in a completely different place to where I am. However, I am in sync still with all the other runners in the event. Have I made that even more complicated than it needed to be? I'm going to put the fan on here. A little tiny fan in the Noble Pro treadmill. So this arch that you can see coming up, this arch means nothing. Other than I get XP. Postman's at the front door with a parcel, probably for Victoria. I can see him. I do love our camera doorbell, because I can be on the treadmill here and I can see who's at the front door. 48 XP for the first little section of the run. Heather says it was the neighbours in the garden with the lead piping. They used the lead piping to smash through my internet connection. Oh no! Olaf says his HRM Pro is not transmitting speed. That is annoying. That is frustrating, Olaf. Right, it's not going to be long before I have to open the doors. I'm just going to leave it a little bit longer if I can. Such a lovely day outside, everyone's in their gardens. We are literally 5 feet away from our neighbours' garden, so they can hear every word I'm saying when I've got the door open. Thanks for the ride on, Olaf. Appreciate it. I'm wondering whether I should wait until the next change of speed before Don Mega. Hello, Don. Haven't heard from you for a while. Nice to have you aboard. Thanks for joining. So I think possibly I'm about 10 metres behind everyone else in terms of sync for the workout. Don't look at my distance, because that 0.6 kilometres as opposed to Mike's 0.9 is obviously when I didn't have Zwift connected. But Kinni has been connected all the time, which shows a little benefit of Kinni, doesn't it? That's a good little thing about Kinni, is that it has actually kept me in the workout, doing the correct workout at the correct time, even though Zwift crashed. So let's see when Jonathan and Mike and Clive speed up. Looks like Mike and Laura, is it Laura Berg, have sped up already. Clive and Jonathan have not yet. 70 XP for the last arch, says Mike. Right, I've just sped up automatically. Yeah, and looks like Jonathan and Clive have as well. So I'm really not, I'm pretty much exactly on. Right, Don has had COVID and only just got back to running yesterday. He says, goodness, I stayed away too long, but I'm extremely grateful to be back at it. Nice to have you back, Don. Great to see you. Right, let me just do a couple of admin things. So I need to go over to my phone over there and swipe off the Zwift Companion app so I can load it on my phone that I've got here with me and then open the doors. So bear with me while I cheat for about 30 seconds. Okay, there we go. The doors are open. You might find me talking a little bit quieter now, or not talking very much at all. Now let's keep the heart rate down. Let's get climbing this hill. So yeah, you'll appreciate if I don't talk very much or very loudly. Don't want to disturb the neighbours too much. And Olaf is off and running. He is moving. Well done, Olaf. Good to have you in the game. Well, that was a traumatic start to So I've just got 58 XP for that kilometre there. Olaf says I'm a bit behind. It's alright. Amy is in. Hello, Amy. And Daniel is there. Hello, Daniel. Right, Daniel says, what is that new overlay with the incline and speed? Okay, Daniel, this is the Film My Run 500 event. And we do this every Tuesday and every Thursday morning. So whenever you tune in on a Tuesday or Thursday morning, this is what you'll see. And this is the Kinni app that's running on my phone. And the Kinni app synchronizes your workouts on Zwift. So what I've done is I have programmed this workout, the workout that you can see on Zwift, I've programmed it into the Kinni app. And the Kinni app is controlling my treadmill's incline and speed automatically. So I don't have to do any manual changing of incline or changing of speed. It just does it automatically. So it's kind of a way of getting automatic speed and incline in Zwift, because Zwift doesn't do it natively. We've got an added complication today though, Daniel, because normally the workout on Zwift would be synchronized with the workout on Kinni, so they both run at the same time. Unfortunately, today Zwift crashed on me this morning, first thing. So the two workouts are actually out of sync. However, funnily enough, because Zwift crashed, Kinni isn't connected to Zwift. So the Kinni app just kept on moving, kept on doing the workout. And of course everyone else in the workout kept on doing the workout, regardless of me crashing. So when I rejoined the workout, I am actually still in sync with everyone else. So when everyone else speeds up, I will speed up as well. It's just that the data that you're seeing on the screen, that's all out of sync. So Daniel says, yeah, the Kinni app, so he says I'll try it to work with my treadmill. It does work with a lot of treadmills. The only thing being, obviously you do have to, if you're going to replicate a workout in Zwift, you do have to create that workout on Kinni separately. Christoph, hello Christoph. Christoph says, was that the issue on Tuesday? Well, no. The issue on Tuesday was a bit different in that I was in sync, but then for some reason my treadmill disconnected from Zwift. So I was stood there doing nothing for a few minutes. And that's why I eventually ended up out of sync. And that seems to have been what prompted the crash today, in that I started and then immediately Zwift and my treadmill seemed to disconnect from each other, and then Zwift crashed. It was very odd. Anyway, we are doing okay. Right, the other interesting thing you'll notice, if you look the right hand side where my name is in blue on the list of names, it says 1.4 kilometres. However, if you look at the top of the screen in the middle, it says 1.7, which is the same as everyone else. So Zwift is obviously pretending that I've done the same distance that everyone else. Ironically, I have actually done the same distance as everyone else. Oh, Zwift is such a complicated beast at times. Amy says it's a warm one today. I've been sunbathing, but she's now off to work, and she's going to join us for Bag That Badge later. Thank you, Amy. Bag That Badge is at 7 PM tonight. Hopefully I'll be able to change the route so it's the correct route for tonight. I hope everyone is okay. It's really warm here in Sussex today. Yeah, Christoph says he had the same that happened to him on Tuesday. He joined late and he noticed he had different values on the top and on the right hand side. So yeah, when Zwift plonks you back in the game and it plonks you near the runners, it kind of just lets you off the distance that you haven't done. So in my case, according to Zwift, I've only done a mile, and everyone else has done about 200 to 300 metres more than me. So Zwift is saying, okay, at the top there, it's telling me I've nearly done 2 kilometres now. Uh, 15 degrees in the Cornish Zwift garage. 22.5 degrees here in shed quarters. Beautiful sunny day outside, which is why the lights in the studio are not illuminating me and I look quite dark on the camera there. Right, here we are speeding up. Okay, 2 kilometres in and we've sped up again. We're now at 6.5 kph. Already at heart rate 140, so let's see how far we can get before we get to 150 today. I am just going to be quiet now for a minute to let the heart rate come down. Wow, 110 XP. Thank you, Mike. Amazing. I've already hit 150. I'm on 141. Definitely warm. 106 XP for me there. Heart rate 135 for Jonathan Perkin. Well done, Jonathan. Keep it going. Staying relaxed as we climb this next hill, this next section. There's no way I am going to stay under 150 today. Not a chance. Trying to keep my head up. Just trying to keep my head up so that the light doesn't change on the camera. Olaf is on the treadmill at work. He doesn't have a fan, so he's burning up. I've just got the tiny little fan in the Noble Pro treadmill. I do have a bigger fan here to my right, actually, that I could use. Oh no! Done it again. I feel daft keep doing that. Putting my hands up like this. The Zwift police are here. Who's joined? I can't see who's joined. Let me have a look. Keep moving, everyone. Keep up on those toes. Oh, I see. My hand's in the air. I am trying to speak as quietly as possible so as not to disturb the neighbours. I Exclamation mark. Thanks for joining, Olaf. Take care. Oh, I think they are well aware that I do live streaming, seeing as I'm on almost every night. Does get fairly loud sometimes. I'm sure they can hear me inside this. Heart rate 146. Okay, we're about to speed up to the final kilometre here. Dina Beard, thank you for the ride on. Literally a running commentary, says Heather, yeah. Okay, 3 kilometres done, we've sped up to 7 kph now, 98 XP for that, and another 5 XP for calories burned, 100 calories burned according to Zwift. I think it's a bit more than that in this heat. Heart rate 149. Daniel, yes, you can set it to 0 incline. Oh, hang on, no, you... Right, Daniel, no. Because the treadmill... Oh, yes, it depends what treadmill you've got. So you can set it to 0 incline, as long as your treadmill is actually 0 incline. Noble Pro defaults to 2%. Go into settings, Daniel. 146 for me as well, Jonathan. Just trying not to talk now. $150, just touched $150. $150 BPM and out for me. Yeah, so Daniel, if you're still watching, because I can talk now, it doesn't matter anymore. The Noble Pro treadmill has a default incline of 2%. You can buy something called zero shoes, which you stick on the bottom of the treadmill to lift the rear up to make it 0%. However, if your treadmill is already at a standard default 0%, you can go into the settings of the Kinni app and you can override the default percentage. So it's 0%. Now, the only snag with that is that your maximum incline will only be 10% and not 12% at maximum. But you can do it. And that talking made me go up to 153 BPM. And we have 600 meters left of the run. Keep on your toes, everybody, keep working, and let's get to the top and to the end of the Film My Run 500. So 100 meters and we will speed up to 8 kilometers an hour for the final 200 meters. If you have managed to stay under 150 today, because it's really warm here, then well done to you. I don't know what the temperature is with Mike in the USA or Larry. It's Larry Berg, not Laura. 162 heart rate for Clive. So Larry, well done to you, and Mike, well done to you. Thanks for getting up so early to join the run. And here we go, up to 8 kph now. Thank you, Christoph. Christoph says, great session again. Well done all. Here we go, just coming up to the finish. Ignore what you can see on screen. There we are. We are all done. Yeah, you just have to ignore what you can see on screen, because according to the Zwift app, I haven't finished the workout yet, but I have. But it doesn't matter anyway, because I was well over 150 from quite early back. Halfway through the last kilometre, I hit 150. So no gold star for me today. But we'll just walk it out so that we finish the session. 32 XP for that. Oh yeah, we'll just walk out the last 200 metres. Shane Miller, the legendary Shane Miller. Thank you very much for the ride on, buddy. So yeah, I mean, a lot of that has to do with the heat today. If Shane Miller is actually watching this, he's going to laugh at me, because I'm going to say that it's really hot here. It's nearly 22 degrees Celsius. In Australian terms, that is a freezing cold day. However, for us here in the UK, that is hot. So the temperature here has probably elevated heart rate a little bit more. But that aside, fitness is definitely decreasing at the moment. Following the marathons in the spring, I'm basically heading for a little bit of a plateau in terms of fitness. We're just going to kind of grind our way through the next 2 100-mile races. And I'm going to try and start a training block next month where we build up to UTMB. So if you follow the channel, and if you follow the Film My Run channel, you'll know that we are doing UTMB, the full 110-mile race, 108 miles, something like that, in Chamonix in August, end of August. So that is happening. So I do need to be fit for that. So I'm going to start a training session, a training block, preparing for that 100-miler. Starting next month. So we'll have a good 12 weeks, hopefully, of building back up again, building the mileage up, building the hill work up, so that we can be ready for Chamonix. Thank you very much for taking part, everyone. Right, Heather says, by the way, I did hear that nonsense you were blurting out the other night about Glaswegians and Mars bars. I've chosen to let it slide this time. There's a warning from Heather. If I dare cross the path of a Scottish lady again, I will be in deep trouble. I need to watch my P's and Q's. I need to not do my Pride of Jean Brodie Scottish accent. because I am teetering on the brink, basically. Right, we are done. We're done. We can stop the treadmill. We can stop the treadmill. 10 XP, 4.25 kilometers completed, and we are out of here. So I will be back. Why does my avatar keep walking when I use the Noble Pro? We need to do something about that. Keep meaning to contact Stefan, who is the boss of Noble Pro. Keep meaning to contact him and say that we need to be able to make sure the avatar stops, because it's very frustrating, and you feel like you're cheating because your avatar is gaining an extra load of miles, and you're not actually moving. Anyway, right, we're back tonight with Bag That Badge, and I do need to go right to the computer right now and make sure that it is on the correct route for tonight. And then tonight will be my final run for quite a long time. It will be, I think it's going to be the longest time I've been off Zwift since I started running on Zwift. So since about 2016, I've not had 10 days away from Zwift. I don't think so. I mean, I know we obviously we've been on holiday for like a week here and a week there, but I think this is going to be the longest time that I'm away from Zwift. So from tomorrow morning, I'm getting on a train. I'm going all the way to Scotland, and I will be volunteering, supporting runners at the Cape Wrath Ultra, which starts on Saturday, and it lasts for 8 days. And then obviously I've got a couple of days travel. So that's what I'm doing over the next few days. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want to do the Cape Wrath Ultra next year, and it's very expensive. So I can't afford it. I can't justify that kind of money. But if you volunteer, and this is the case for quite a lot of events around the country and around the world, if you volunteer for the race, you are given credit to enter the race free of charge next time. So that's my plan. That's what I want to do. And of course, I'm very happy to give something back to the sport. It's always good to volunteer. So there we are. Heather says, don't forget your hat. Well, I tell you what I've bought, Heather. I have bought a midgie net to wear on my head because, it's going to be. I mean, I've been to Scotland a few times before and run races, and the midgies do get you. So I have plenty of repellent spray, and I have a midgie net hat to put over my head to protect me. So hopefully I won't be eaten alive. Yeah. Oh, that hat. Okay. I'm not sure that would be appropriate, Heather. Do you think they would get the joke? If I wear that hat, do you think they'll get the joke? If I wear that hat and the midgie net at the same time? Yeah, I don't know. I think I might leave it here, Heather. I will wear it on a Zwift live stream though one day. I will definitely wear it on a Zwift live stream. Right, okay, I'm off now. I've had enough of this shenanigans. I will see you tonight, guys. Take care, have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you at Bag That Badge at 7 PM. Bye-bye.